Good. Thank you.
Chocolate cookie.
Oh, chocolate cookie? She put a special cookie for me on my desk.
We split it.
And we split it. How's your day been so far?
Good.
Got the yard mowed. Got my garage side cleaned up over there. I don't want to bore you with all that stuff. I think a lot of people right now are doing a lot of cleaning. Like, that's what we can do. So, I think by the end of this whole thing, we should all have the most cleanest garages we've ever had. And basements and stuff like that. I came in to sit down and relax for a minute. Eliza was on VR, so I found myself. I turned my hat like this, and then I put my head down on the head of this couch, and it turned into 2 hours later. I just took a 2-hour nap on this couch while Liza was playing VR. I can't remember the last time I took a nap. Did you ask Mom?
I don't know.
You didn't ask Mom?
Did you?
Let's go see what everyone else is doing. I feel like I just went to the land of Oz. Oh, that looks pretty. That's a pretty sunset. Oh man. It wasn't very warm today. It was only like a high of 52. But 52 since lately has been pretty nice actually. So I got the yard done, and the yard looks pretty good. Babe, what are you doing?
Hi.
I'm watching
my show. It just got good.
Oh, you're watching Lost now, huh? Yeah. You got some collections beside you. Man, you're in...
Don't be showing this. This is Lazy Sunday.
Eliza really wants you guys to follow her around right now. Let's see. Whoa, what's up in Gamerville?
Gamerville.
What up, guys?
Nothing.
What are you guys playing?
Fortnite.
Awesome, Fortnite. I just took a 2-hour nap on the couch in the office.
Alright. What?
Is that strange or what?
Kind of. Not very. I've seen everybody take a 2-hour nap.
Well, you say it's cool. You say I don't think so, but I'm going with Colin. Cause... Where's my hat? I need my hat. I need my hat. I can't go out in public like this. It's too short. Oh, here's my hat. Found it. Okay, we have a little mission today. I get to actually do some work. Now, before anyone freaks out, I'm going to a property that has no people. There's no people, okay? And this is probably the best job. Maybe I knew, maybe I had some foresight happening here. I knew that this would happen, and this part of what I was starting to build as far as my business would be something that I could do during this whole social distancing thing, which is real estate properties. You know, I was doing walkthrough videos and photos for real estate agents, and that's one of, you know, spring is here and it's starting to be nice weather. It's beautiful outside. It's bright, sunny, so it's the perfect day to get one of those done. And it's just one property. I'm just going to take photos, but I feel like right now, like I have a purpose. I get to leave the house and go do a job and complete something and earn some income, which, you know, as we know right now, is pretty scarce. What are you doing, dude?
Scared him.
What are you doing?
One of these days, he's actually going to get that door open.
You guys have fun with school. I'll be back in a few, okay?
Yep, we're getting ready to go to Zoom class with Liza.
Oh, Zoom class.
Yeah, I miss my friends.
I miss my friends too, baby girl. Don't worry, this will all be over soon enough, hopefully, and we can get back to, you know, life. I'm so excited just to leave the house. What is life right now? Gotta move my Jeep. It's in the shot. I love this. I really do. One of my favorite things is taking photos, and I feel like I don't take enough of them. Yeah, I'm just finishing up actually. This is not a very big house, but I'm trying to get this is the cover shot. This is probably the most important. The curb appeal of the house is very important. So, I gotta nail this cover shot, and I need to move my Jeep out of the way. So I took one from like here. Now I want to take one from that side because I think that side is better. Shoots through the trees better. I'll show you. So this is my new shot from like here. Not down there, I just moved it out of the road. But right about here is a good frame. You probably can't see it, it's too bright. It's too bright, I'll show you. Really quick and easy. This house isn't very big, but it just prompted me that maybe I should teach you guys a little bit about bracketing, because I don't just show up to a property and shoot one picture. I'll shoot multiple pictures. That's why I'm using a tripod. So I'll shoot multiple pictures with a low exposure, a proper exposure, and then an overexposure. So like, especially for an interior shot, it's really, I guess, unappealing to show like if your perspective is towards a window, and if you only shoot one photo, your window will either be overexposed or your interior will be underexposed. So I shoot multiple exposures so that in Photoshop I can expose for the inside so it's well lit, and then you can also see the outside that's exposed properly too, but that has to take place in Photoshop, which, if you know the tricks, it's actually pretty easy and it looks amazing. I'll show you what I mean. I noticed I have an issue. Okay, so I use this camera a lot. This is my DSLR I film on for the most part now because I really enjoy it. But look, when I push record, something's messed up. But watch, if I hit this button. No. The buttons are messed up. I don't know what happened. Nothing's happened to this camera. Okay, before I get the work done, you gotta take a little pause first, huh? Fruit. I love fruit.
Go.
What'd you put my lipstick on for? So I've just finished messing with these photos, and let me show you the difference between just look. I don't know if it'll show up on screen really well, but so this is a raw image from the camera, and as you can tell, I've exposed properly for the interior of the room, but that means that whole window's blown out. Those blinds are open, by the way. So what I can do in Photoshop is make it so that I can still keep the exposure of the room, but I can also make it, I took another shot that exposed for that window so I could see outside, and well, you can see, look, it's like you can see outside. Sorry, the screen makes it look like poo-poo. But, what do you think? Big difference, right? Blown out window, not blown out window. It's pretty cool, huh? Like I said, I love doing that stuff. That's part of what my business was before all the COVID stuff started happening. I was doing not only social media management for a couple companies, but I was starting to build some real estate, video work, and photography. What type of business can you do in this new landscape? Now I know this is a really unique situation, and it's probably not, like, no one could ever forecast something as dramatic as this. It has given us the opportunity to realize, like, what am I doing now? What is my business? And how sustainable is that business? On the social media management, I became aware very quickly that because all this started happening, that job was the first to go. Because as a business, if they're not allowed to conduct business, they can't do anything. as a self-employed person, if you're an entrepreneur, you need to diversify, right? So it's okay to have a bunch of different jobs, but always know that something could happen at any time. And we can be prepared for almost everything. Again, no one can be prepared for something like this, but knowing like the difference between a sustainable occupation and one that is kind of, what's the word? Expendable, right? Like, for example, we know everyone has to eat food. So owning a restaurant is probably a great way to recession-proof your business. Alcohol survived prohibition. People have to wear clothing, you know? So when you're coming up with what it is that I want to do, and a lot of people, even for me, as I was growing up, I didn't know what I wanted to do until later on in my life. So when you're trying to figure that stuff out, be very mindful of what's happening right now and focus on the type of jobs that are still able to operate while something like this is happening. Because if any job can survive this, it'll probably survive anything. That's my work advice for today. It's getting towards the end of the day and I need to actually edit this video, but I can't end this video without offering something really cool. Today we're gonna do a giveaway. Who remembers this shirt? This shirt right here was the first ever Think Positive shirt ever made. That's why it's kind of still out here. And if you've been watching for a while, you know that I've been preaching this message, which is think positive. I feel like it's super duper important for all of us to have a positive mindset. I personally, people always say, I've never seen you mad. You never get mad unless you watch me on Twitch. I generally never get mad. I'm always a very positive person. And so I adopted the idea, think positive. And I want to give that to one of you guys. So we're gonna do a giveaway for a Think Positive shirt, and all you gotta do is go to my Twitter, @Gilroy Vlogs, and tweet at me, Think Positive. I'm gonna pick a random person who's tweeted Think Positive, and I'm gonna DM you, and then I'll send you a t-shirt. Just wanna help spread the message and get Think Positive out there. And the more I see people wearing it, the more people are adopting the idea of thinking positive. Look, there's so many positive thinkers out there. We just need a shirt to, you know, signify that. It'll be a good way to see who is actually wanting to comment, but they can't, so they go to Twitter. You know that we gotta reward you for the extra mile. All right, my friends, that's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be live on Twitch later tonight if you wanna come through. And yeah, keep your mind in a positive place because what you think about, you bring about. See you next time.